back with another 3-minute moment, 3 minutes of momentum to get you going and keep you going, right? Man, so I'm excited to say that this is the end, right? This is the end of the first level of T25. It's a 5-week alpha round, and so I'm done with that round. I just finished up, man, and I'm excited to say, man, I'm really excited to say that. And so part of the reason that I started is that, when it comes to development, man, the model that I use, right, is awareness, knowledge, skills, action, and then competency, right? You're not competent until you know the problem, you know the solution, you know the skills to apply the solution, and then you're taking action to apply those skills. And finally, once you've done that enough times, right, then you reach competence, right? Then you can consider yourself a master of whatever it is that you're doing. And so I feel like I've been investing a lot of time and energy in learning the skills. And so now I'm at the action level, and I'm working to be consistent. And so part of some of the ways and approaches that you can do that, right, are what I've been doing. All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Right. So first, man, you got to raise your I quit level. Right. Once you get to a point where you know what you need to do, you know how to do it. Right. You got to raise your IQ level. Right. Your I quit level, because life is going to punch you in the face. You're going to get slapped. You're going to get kicked. You're going to get knocked down. And Les Brown says, if you fall back, make sure you fall on your back, because if you fall on your back, you can look up. And if you can look up, you can get up. Right. And that's the thing, man. You're going to get knocked down. And the goal is to make sure that you're so committed that it doesn't matter. Right. No matter what, you're going to get back up and keep going. So that's the first thing. You got to make sure that you have your IQ level. Make sure you're raising that. Right. How do you raise your IQ level? Well, you got to be aware. Right. You got to know why you're doing it. You got to know whatever it is you're doing. You have to have the reasons. They got to be strong enough for you to be able to get back up when you get knocked down. Right. So for me, T25, man, the goal, getting the beach body is nice, man. There's a place and a time for, wanted attraction. Right. Yeah. It's nice to be looked at. It's nice to be seen. Right. But for me, that wasn't deep enough. I had to go deeper, and I want to live a long, healthy life. And so that's part of why I want to make sure I incorporate this into my daily habits, right? So that's my reason. And you got to make sure that you find a reason that's strong enough for you to get back up when you get knocked down. And lastly, man, you gotta make sure that there's no shame in your game, right? You got to know that you're going to fall back. Man, you might feel guilty sometimes because you didn't give it your all. You can give more. And you got to have the mindset that you got to keep going, right? But where shame comes into play is it keeps you from going forward because you're too busy beating yourself up, right? So you got to balance that guilt and shame, man. Don't get so ashamed of yourself. Don't beat yourself up so much that you can't move forward, right? So those are the 3 things, man. You got to make sure you raise your IQ level, right? Then you got to make sure that your reasons are strong enough, right? You got to make sure that you know your why and it's strong enough to keep you going when you do get knocked down. And then you got to make sure that you're compassionate with yourself, right? Show yourself some love, man. We all make mistakes. Right. We all are in a different spot in our journey. We're all getting better. So, no shame in your game. Make sure that you're showing yourself some love when you get knocked down. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and keep it moving. Right. All right. So, man, that's all I got, man. I'm proud of myself. So, tune in again. And I hope that you're getting something from these videos. And if you like it, share it, man. So much love and peace. Until next time.